Welcome back to Let's Play Riven. This is a toy that someone built, and this is one of the coolest examples of game design, I think, in Riven. And I actually used this in an article I wrote once for RPGmaker.net. The article was about how games convey information to the player and why that information is meaningful, and that's exactly what this thing does. It's just a little toy, and every time you click it, it's like a random, like it randomizes this little symbol down here. And one of the two little stick figure men is lowered a few notches down into the maw of the beast. And it just goes back and forth and does this. And you can imagine, like, two kids sitting here playing with this thing. You know, like two little Rivenese children playing a little game, and the first one whose man gets gobbled up loses the game. And then he gets pummeled and thrown into a volcano or whatever the hell these people do to their horrible children. And you remember Myst had a lot of little devices like this. Like the brothers in all their bedrooms in the various ages, they had little things that didn't function in the game world at all. They were just little toys that they could play with, little like knickknacks they collect. The kind of thing you would have sitting on your like computer desk at work. Oh, he got gobbled up. He was snapped. And then the game resets itself. Okay, so... But unlike little toys in Myst, which did nothing, this actually does something. So you'll flip the switch. And he was lowered down 10 notches. So we know this little symbol is the Deni symbol for 10. And I'm actually going to go ahead and write this down, I think. This is the Deni numbering system is what this teaches you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 is... like all Deni numbers come boxed in little Roman numeral casings, which is kind of what we're seeing here. So 10 is the little curve on the bottom of the square. So we'll throw it again. And this is how you learn the Deni numbering system. Like a toy that was built to teach children how to count teaches you how to count in the game. That's so cool to me. Like, that is such a great example of game design. And this is the number 1. He was lowered 1 notch, and you just see like one little line in the middle there. And I'll tell you what, if me and you were playing this game, and I hit my switch, and my guy lowered down 10 notches, and then you hit your switch, and your guy only lowered down 1 notch, I would cry. Because that's awful. I would like... I'm such a bad sport at games when I lose games. And that was 4. So the 4 is the little square in the corner. And that was 8. 8 is the little arrow thing there. Throw it again. And so you do kind of have to play with this for a while in order to learn the things, but and this is 10 again, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, snapped up. Yay, now it's reset. And we can learn more numbers. But yeah, I already know 1. I just think this is such a cool example of showing the player something in the game in a way that makes sense. Yeah, I already know 10. Oh, I can't skip this either. Yeah. This is 8. And this is 9. And 9 is the little box with the line through it. And you can kind of see that some symbols are combinations of other symbols, like configurations of other symbols, and that becomes important as well. And this should be 9 again. So what I was talking about in the article I wrote for RPGmaker.net, and again, these are the guys who made RMN Bros, so they need all the help they can get when it comes to, snapped up. So I don't actually know what number that was because he fell into the guy's face. So they need all the help they can get when it comes to designing good games. And one of the things I noticed playing RPGs from that website over the course of many years, this should be 4, is that they don't pay a lot of attention to how their games, what their games are telling the player, you know, what kind of lessons players are learning. This is going to be 8. I keep getting like the same 4 numbers over and over. That was 8. Ah, there we go. That was 2. So 2 is the D on the side. Now, I'll tell you another example of a really cool way that a game teaches you something. This is from an RPG. I think I use this in the article as well. This is going to be 5. Is the original Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance. Oh, this is a new one. Seven. Yeah, that makes sense, because 7 is the symbols of 2 and 5 put together. Which means 6 should be... Let's see if I can get this in here. That's 9. I already know 9. The original Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance. It has lots of little things you have to examine to find things in the game world, like pots and bushes and things like that. And in the very first town... Actually, this is in Golden Sun too, but in the very first town, you like go up the side of a cliff. And there's like a vine or a ladder or something that goes up this cliff. And there's nothing up there but like a pot. And there's nothing else to do. So okay, you climb all the way up there, and then you examine the pot because that's the only thing that's up there to do. And there's something in there. This ought to be 6. 4, 5, 6. I'm so smart. So you examine the pot, and you get like a medical herb or something dumb. But what you really get is the knowledge that, hey, I need to be looking into pots in this game. That's like a thing that you do. This is 7. I'm just looking for the symbol for 3, and then I can be done here. Actually, the symbol for 3, I think, is just the little K thing here, just that left-facing arrow. Because if this was 8, and the horizontal line is 5, then the line plus that... So let me just confirm that by spinning this around until I get a 3. There it is. And there's the 3. Okay. But anyway, that's what you get. That's like the treasure you get up there is from the little pot. Is, hey, we, wait a minute here. What am I missing? Seems like I'm missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 10. Huh. Hold on a minute. 10 was a little curvy thing on the bottom, wasn't it? But that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This is 6. He got gobbled up. 1 is the vertical line, 2 is a curvy thing on the left, 3 is a left-facing arrow, 4 is a little box in the bottom right corner, then 5, those are the only 4 symbols, line, curve, arrow, box. And then 5 is a horizontal line, the 6 is 5 plus 1, 7 is 5 plus 2, 8 is 5 plus 3, 9 is 5 plus 4, and 10 is... Oh, okay, it's conveying a second digit then, because I was figuring that 10 should be... it can't be 5 plus 5, because I was just looking at a horizontal line, but there's not a new symbol for 10, so what they did is it went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 1 spins to the left, or the right, whatever, it turns into a horizontal line for 5, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are just the first 4 repeated with... the first 4 symbols repeated with the first symbol spun and placed over it. So the 10 is the second symbol spun 90 degrees to the left, And so 11 ought to be the symbol for 10, which is the curve at the bottom with a vertical line through it. And I think that's the numbering system. So I don't know how long we just spent learning that. But it is a very cool way to engage the player in it, because not only are you learning something about the game that you will use later to solve puzzles, but you were also... Oh, where was I going here? I gotta spin this around first. But you're also engaging in something that the people in the game world actually do. Like, kids in this game world actually play that little game. And it's actually... And you can play with that device for, I don't know, a few minutes without realizing that it's doing anything important. To me, that is very cool. To me, that is a great, great example of... I better write Schoolhouse on my map here, so in case I have to go back there later. To me, it's a great example of conveying information to the player. And I want to go to the cave, so this ought to take me to... That'll take me to the levers. This will take me to the star, which is where I want to go, because I can... Now that it's closed, I should be able to do something different with that little catwalk. And actually, if you go back to the eyeballs that I was using, the symbols on the eyeballs, the one next to Tram that chirped at me was a 3. So let me write these numbers next here. 3. The turtle was a horizontal line, it's a 5. And the mushroom thing was a vertical line, which is 1. So I've got 1, 3, and 5 as far as the eyeballs are concerned. So there should be one with a curve symbol, and then one with a little box. And now here's this. Let's see if this does anything now. Like, will it connect to the platform and hoist it up or something? I don't know. Or no, now I could just walk out to the middle and grab it, which I could not do before. I see. Scotty, beam me up on this winch. And welcome to a new area. Thanks a lot, Tom. Glad to be here. Okay, so... Oh. Who's this jabroni? Hey, you. Hey, wake up. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna see if I can put my cursor right on your face. Hold on. I bet I can. I'll put it right on your face. Oh, it was not even close. That dude wants nothing to do with me. Ah, but I freed you. Now you're in my debt. I get 3 wishes. What, did he leave without me seeing him? Okay. I just grabbed a lever from the bottom of his piss hole there. So he must have left his cage here without me even noticing it. I don't know if he was being imprisoned or what, but... No, 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 don't lock me in! Oh, can I get back out there? Oh yeah, I can. There's a device right here. Whew. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, because that would have been bad.